Today we're deep diving into the Aurora Multimedia BX-25D. It's a 4.5-inch bass expander speaker.
Right.
And it looks pretty simple, but it's actually a perfect little window into modern commercial AV.
It really is.
So our mission today is to take all this technical jargon you see on the spec sheet, Dante, AES67, PoE+, and figure out what it actually means for, a real-world installation.
And this is the perfect product for that. It's designed to add those lower, fuller frequencies. I think it's 40 hertz to 2000 hertz to complement Aurora's own touch controllers.
The Reacts Room ones.
Exactly. But what's so interesting is that this simple acoustic component is now, for all intents and purposes, a full-on network device.
Okay, let's unpack that, the network device part. It says Dante AES67. For an installer who's used to running dedicated speaker wire, what's the big advantage here?
Oh, it's a huge shift. I mean, it's not just about making things simpler, it's about future-proofing.
How so?
Well, Dante sends high-quality, uncompressed audio over a standard computer network, so all those huge, clunky, specialized cable runs, gone. Replaced with a single Ethernet cable and the AES67 part. That's really key. It means this speaker can talk to devices from other companies. You're not locked into one ecosystem.
So interoperability. That's huge.
It's essential.
Okay, let's talk about that single cable then. It also provides power. A 25-watt PoE plus amplifier. Now, 25 watts. That sounds a little low for real bass, doesn't it? Is there a trade-off?
You're right to ask that. It absolutely dictates its role. I mean, this isn't a concert subwoofer. It's an expander. It fills out the sound.
Okay.
But the business case for PoE Plus is just massive. The efficiency gain of getting both your signal and your power from one cable drop that turns a job for an electrician into a job for an IT tech.
And that's a huge cost saving.
Enormous. The labor saving is where the real value is.
All right, so let's look at the physical thing. It's a 4.5-inch woofer. It's small, lightweight. Where does it actually go? It's not a ceiling speaker.
No, it's designed to be hidden. The idea is you mount it under furniture, like a conference table. It even comes with the brackets.
And I saw a note about those brackets. There's something special about them.
Yes. And this is one of those little details that separates professional gear from, consumer stuff. The brackets have built-in rubber grommets.
Rubber grommets. You're telling me a little piece of rubber is that important?
It's everything. Think about it. If you bolt a bass speaker directly to a hard table, what happens?
The table starts to vibrate.
The whole table buzzes. It becomes a really bad, muddy-sounding secondary speaker. Those grommets isolate the vibration. They make sure the sound stays clean.
That's a great detail. Okay, so beyond the tech, for the integrator who's buying, say, 100 of these, what's the competitive edge? The source mentioned compliance.
It did, and this is a major selling point. The product is specified as tariff-free and TAA compliant.
Which means?
For any large projects, especially government or secure corporate jobs, TAA compliance is often mandatory. Being tariff-free just makes your bid that much more competitive on price. It's a big deal.
Right. Okay, last piece of the puzzle. Management. It's under a table. It's out of sight. How do you set it up or run diagnostics?
This is where we come back to the speaker as a computer idea. It actually has a tiny OLED display right on it for local checks. You can see the IP address.
But you're not crawling under a table every time you need to check something.
You are not. And you don't have to. The key feature is the internal web server.
A web server in a speaker. So that means you've got potential security issues, more complexity for the IT team. Is that trade-off worth it?
Oh, absolutely. The trade-off is more than worth it for the serviceability. That web server means you can do remote diagnostics. You can fine-tune settings over the network from anywhere.
No more crawling.
No more crawling. It saves hours of expensive labor down the line.
So when we put it all together, the big takeaway here is that even something we think of as simple, like a bass speaker, is now a fully integrated network device.
Exactly. It prioritizes that single cable install, network compatibility, and remote management over almost everything else.
So I have to ask, if a secondary audio component like this now needs an internal web server and advanced network protocols, what does that suggest about the future? I mean, are we just heading toward a world where everything in a room, the lights, the security cameras, the speakers, is just another IP address on the network?
That's exactly where we're heading. The lines between AV and IT, they're not just blurry anymore. They're basically gone. It's all just data now.